Let's head across the English Channel now to discuss France, namely French relations with Nigeria that has become renewed under the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Earlier this week, the social enterprise Friends of Nigeria held a high-level business conference in Paris aimed at securing private sector deals between both nations. Abiodun Dominic Odunuga, an international development consultant, was one of the conveners, and he joins me now from Paris for more on this. Abiodun Dominic Odunuga, thank you so much for joining me and taking time out of your busy schedule. Before we dive into the discussion, just explain to our viewers exactly where you are, because it looks like you're in a very crowded venue.
Yeah, thank you, Juliana. I'm currently at the Accor Arena in Paris. We're having the big 23 event. This is the biggest event that focuses on business and entrepreneurship in the whole of Europe. About 75,000 people are currently here with me.
Wow, 75,000 people. I know there's been lots of focus this week on Nigeria and France's relationship. A lot of people may not know that actually Nigeria is France's leading trading partner in sub-Saharan Africa. Can you talk more about this? Where is this business opportunity lying?
Very good question. Aside the traditional sectors such as oil and gas, construction, we've been having so much dynamism in the area of creative industry, the area of also digital technology. So all of these new emerging sectors are also on the way to be able to get more French investors to work with Nigerian stakeholders. And so over the past few years, we've seen much attention after President Macron's visit to Nigeria in 2018. Much attention has been given to other non-traditional sectors so that we can at least be a bit tilted towards the diversification agenda of the government.
I know that the West are uncomfortable anytime they're in the headlines for the wrong reasons. Obviously, as Africans, we're used to it. But to be honest with you, Abiodun, in the past couple of months, French PR has been absolutely abysmal, particularly in Francophone Africa. I don't need to remind our viewers what's been taking place there. Have you seen a shift in attitude towards Africa from French business leaders because of the disgust, I would say, of the youth with French institutions? And do you think perhaps, because of course we're an Anglophone nation, that Nigeria can perhaps benefit from this shift in mood?
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. With respect to all the ongoing political situation and climate in the various Francophone countries, with respect to different coups happening across the major countries like from Burkina Faso to other countries, Niger. Of course, there is a lot of attention now at the table going towards Anglophone countries, and of course, Nigeria being a major block of that. So in all sincerity and respect to seeing things from the perspective of being half full, not half empty, I think it's time for Nigeria to actually wake up, because as I speak to you right now, many French companies have now also found out of the blue, which is not supposed to be news, right, that just the market Lagos alone, the Lagos market alone is worth many Francophone countries put together. Yeah. And so the time has come right now for government stakeholders, private stakeholders to see this as an opportunity to be able to get this attention consolidated in real business deals for Nigeria.
Absolutely. I know that you're an international development consultant, but you wear several hats, as most Nigerians in the diaspora do. We have to. And one of them is being the co-founder of Friends of Nigeria. I know recently, under that umbrella, you hosted a pretty high-level conference, Spotlight Africa. Can you talk to me about that and how you've been able to become the bridge between the French presidency and French business leaders and the Nigerian government and Nigerian business leaders?
Yeah, thank you. As an organization, Friends of Nigeria is the foremost diaspora organization established in France, but with chapters across different European countries. And what we do at Friends of Nigeria is to promote Nigeria's attractiveness to foreign investors, majorly within the Europe context. And over the past few years, one of the major platforms through which we promote that attractiveness is our flagship annual event called Spotlight Nigeria. We hosted the 6th edition this year, It's in partnership with the Embassy of France in Nigeria and the Embassy of Nigeria in France. And so this platform gets stakeholders from both public and private sectors across all sectors from Nigeria to come to France for a few days to meet with their direct counterparts. This year we had the 6th edition. We had agencies from government from Abia State. We had agencies from Lagos State government, and we had many private sector from sectors such as agriculture, digital technology, pharmaceutical, construction, real estate. And in the past few days, it's been amazing. Beyond just coming here and just to also meet their counterpart and sign deals, because for us, it's not just about another conference. Yeah. The theme for the event every year is partnership that works, transforming concrete deals. That's what it's about. And this year, we had many company CEOs who are still around. So aside Spotlight Nigeria, which is the 6th edition, between Tuesday and today, some of these Nigerian CEOs have been having backdoor meetings with different French investors. And as I speak to you, there are many of them who are already setting up the branch of the office in France here. And in a few months down the line, this will be announced. And it's time for companies to wake up. The opportunities and the goal for us is not just to help French investors get to invest in Nigeria, but also sieve out serious companies in Nigeria to be able to become more international and seek to scale up using France as a gateway to Europe, thereby increasing job creation and also their forex earnings.
Absolutely. And also, very important, hopefully we can get some of that foreign direct investment into Nigeria, which of course the Minister of Finance, Mr. Abiodun, is always speaking of. Just lastly, and I think quite importantly, you've mentioned the close relationship you have with the Nigerian embassy in France as well as the French embassy in Nigeria. You've got to talk about now the late former ambassador of Nigeria to France. I know you were very close with him. Can you talk about how devastating his death has been for the Nigerian community in the region? All
right, quite an emotional one. The late Ambassador Kayode Laro was phenomenal. He was special. He was a leader. He was an astute diplomat. He traveled beyond Paris. He went throughout different parts of France, engaging diaspora. He worked with companies who were interested in investing in Nigeria. He gave his backing to any concrete project that would move Nigeria forward. And we were privileged, at the Spotlight Nigeria event to pay tribute to him and showcase just a few of his legacy. So we really feel his absence, but we console ourselves with the fact that his work is still being carried on with a great team that he has left behind at the embassy and the current charge d'affaires and the entire economic team.
Here, deeply missed. But of course, as you said, his legacy goes on. I've got to let you go because I know you're very busy there, and I know your camera lady is doing a fabulous job. Thank you so much for speaking with us today. And of course, we love an exclusive on Channels Business Global. So any of those backdoor deals, if there are any details about that, do pass it on so we can pass it on to our viewers. Thank you so much, Abiodun Dominic Odunuga, an international development consultant and the co-founder of Friends of Nigeria. Thanks for your time today.